Charging up all of my portable electronic devices with the most strange yet coolest designed tiny little power station I've had a chance to test. Shocking but true, in the time that I have had this, prior to making this video, I have found myself going to this more frequently than all the other small power stations in this category because of two reasons. It has something to do with the way it's designed in this kind of funky shape. So if you want to find out the two things I like so much about this, stay tuned. Let's unbox this. Ooh, this is nice. It's got a nice little zipper pouch. And inside we got all kinds of goodies. All right, we've got a charging brick. There's the AC cord for the brick. Got a little screwdriver. Be interesting to see what that's for. Looks like a 5521 barrel plug cord and a USB Type-C cord. That's all that's in this pouch. Got some documentation here. There's the shoulder strap. Got a 12-volt cigarette style plug. Here's the power station itself. Very cool little design. I quite like it. Let's see if there's anything in here. Oh, just a little foam. There's a 12-volt outlet. There's an AC outlet. 110 volts, 300 watts. It's kind of covered up there at the bottom. These are buttons. So that turns on the inverter. And there's the DC display. Oh. There's the display on the end. How cool is that? Shipped with 83% state of charge. Okay, very cool. So this is your charging input is labeled down here, and then you've got your two outlets, barrel plug outlets, two 18-watt quick charge USB Type A ports. You've got an 18-watt Type C out, and then you've got a 100-watt power delivery bi-directional port right there. That's sweet. So on this end, we've got a ventilation port, push and hold, pretty bright light, nice little flood effect. So it starts at high, then goes down, and there's SOS and strobe. You can push and hold it and shut it off too. That way you don't have to cycle through all the modes, which I appreciate because I never use SOS or strobe. And then down here is very cool. It's kind of an analog thermometer and humidistat shows you your humidity and your temperature. Very cool. Tell you what, this is the most uniquely designed power station I've ever tested. Figured out what the screwdriver's for. So on the shoulder strap, there's these little things you've got to unscrew so you can mount it onto the power station. And there we go. Got it mounted. Those little things just go through the loops on the handle there. Very slick. Okay, it is lithium iron phosphate, which is sweet. Rated at 3,500 cycles, and it has a total capacity of 288 watt hours. All of the DC outputs are rated for 10 amps max, and it has a 300 watt inverter with up to a peak surge of 600 watts. So you can charge it with solar. We'll test that. I've got a BROWEY solar panel we can try with this. And then we'll also test its quick charge capabilities. Looks like you can combine the 60-watt power adapter with the 100-watt Type-C charger and charge in about 2.5 hours. And I just discovered something really cool. This lens actually is magnetized, so you can get more of a spotlight. So let's test that. So you can see there's a lot more of a hot spot of light. And then this diffuser just clips on with magnetism, and it diffuses the light a lot more. All right, we got it charging, and I've got the light on, and very nice setup here. Not only do you get the percentage of the battery, but you also get the in watts and the out watts. And we can see that the light is on with the little light display, and we are charging. Let's just do a quick test of solar charging on this BROWEY power station. I've got BROWEY's 100-watt folding portable panel, and this is going to be a perfect match for this power station. This solar panel here has a little charge controller right here, and it will output on the 5521 barrel plug as well as USB-C. So I just want to see if one or the other is more effective at charging this power station. Almost impossible to see, but we're at a 77% state of charge. All right, let's go ahead and go to the input. And I don't know if you can see, but we're getting about 82 watts pulled in, which is actually really impressive because it is less than ideal solar conditions. We've got some high clouds in the sky, and it's 2 days before winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. You can see how long the shadow is on that solar panel. So the sun is way down in the horizon. I love the carrying case for the accessories that came with this. All right, we're going to use the USB-C cable that came with the power station. So that's maxing out at 57 watts. I think the USB-C output on this panel is restricted to just 60 watts. So that would make sense why we have a little lower input, USB-C versus the DC. Now we've got the DC in and the USB in, and it doesn't know what to do, so we're definitely not using that. That is bad performance. All right, well, if you want the perfect solar panel to pair with this power station, you'll definitely want to check out BROWEY's folding portable panel. So I'll leave a link for this down in the description along with the power station, so you guys can easily find it. All right, we depleted this BROWEY power station. It will not even turn the screen on. The manual says that it takes 2.5 hours to charge from dead to full, combining the power of the power brick and the 100-watt USB-C power delivery. So I've got another power station right here, and we're gonna hook it up to this. I've got a stopwatch right here, and we're gonna see exactly how long it takes to fast charge this from dead to full. Plug in the power adapter first. So that puts in about 62 watts. Now let's plug the USB Type-C in. 158 watts. Start the timer. All right, we just hit 100%, and it took 1 hour and 55 minutes. So charging through the dual cables smashes the claim time of 2 hours and 30 minutes. So it beat the manufacturer's claim. Can this BROWEY power station run my 120 volt mini split heat pump? No, it cannot, because this only has a 300 watt inverter. Can this BROWEY power station power a full-size microwave? Answer is no. Can this BROWEY power station run a full-size gas furnace? Once again, no, this is too small. Can this BROWEY power station run a full-size kitchen refrigerator? Once again, that's too small. It is unable to do it. Can this BROWEY power station run a high-end desktop gaming PC workstation? The answer is it depends. My particular scenario, no, because this computer will easily pull over 600 watts. But if you have more of a standard computer, something that's not quite as hyped up as this one, this certainly has the potential of being able to power it. Can this BROWEY power station do a batch of wash? No, it's too small. Can this BROWEY power station power an electric hot plate? Nope. So you're probably asking yourselves, so what is this good for? Let me show you. This is what this BROWEY power station just truly excels at. Currently, we're just under the limit, 230, 240 a minute ago. I've seen it spike up to 280 depending on what the computers are doing. But we've got a Mac here, a PC over there, got the iPad, as well as a cell phone. And all of these devices are currently being powered by this BROWEY power station. And I don't know about you guys, but most of the time when I need just a little power for a device or two or whatever, I don't necessarily want to go grab that humongo power station and lug it around to where I need it to go. This form factor and this particular design is perfect for that. Now that I've been living with this for a couple of weeks now in anticipation of filming this video, I was shocked because out of the assortment of power stations I have available to me, this one I was actually going for more frequently because of its form factor and how easy it is to carry. I'll also say that the light on this unit has gotten more use than any other light on any other power station I've owned. And that's because of how you can carry it. It's like a flashlight, a jumbo flashlight, but it's still a lot more convenient to carry this at your side and have the light pointing ahead of you compared to other power stations that have it on the front and you're carrying it and it's shining into your stomach. So those are actually my two top favorite things that I like the most about this power station: how easy and ergonomic it is for carrying, and this light. One thing you got to be okay with on this power station, which is not one of my favorite features, is how loud the fan is. Based on what you've seen and heard on this video, what do you guys think of this power station? Do you think it would be something you'd want to have? What do you like about it? What do you dislike about it? I always say the smartest people are in my comments section, and I love to hear your thoughts and ideas. I learn a ton from reading those, and I try to read and respond to as many of you as I possibly can. Please consider giving us a like and consider subscribing. It's 100% free for you to do, but benefits the channel tremendously, and I greatly appreciate it. We'll catch y'all next time.